I did a call with about couple hundred people a couple weeks ago. I said, hey, anybody tags me on your story, I may give you a free call, right? I had a bunch of people tag me on their story. My team gave one person a free call. He was on my schedule today and we hung out and talked. I'm looking at some notes. He lives in Georgia. He sells life insurance. He's also trying to sell two different types of life insurance for like two different companies. He played football, Division I receiver at Louisville. Ran a 4.45. Just bought his first set of leads today. They were B leads. They were not through CABOOM yet. And all the stuff, right? We hung out and he has not made any sales. He's been struggling. He's been trying to do like B2B sales and also consumer sales, but through two different organizations. And he said that he is living with his mom and his stepdad. His stepdad hasn't spoke to him since June or July, and they live in the same house because he does not think that he has a real job. And he thinks he needs to go get a job and actually work. He's 21 years old. And I share that because as much as I sympathize and I give him a bunch of advice, spent about 30 minutes, was trying to help the dude. Okay. I ask like, hey, what is your like you have like you need some goals, you need some targets. How many appointments are you going to run? Like, well, what's the math look like? And he's like, well, I just did a goal meeting with my mentor last week. I'm like, okay, cool. What did the result come out to be? He's like, I don't know. It's on a sheet of paper. I'm like, I'm like, why are you doing this? He's like, dude, I want to make some money and get out of this house so I can have my own place. I'm like, I don't believe you. He's like, what? I said, bro, I do not believe you. He's like, why? I said, because you had a goal meeting with your mentor. And they shared numbers of what you need to do to hit your targets, to hit $6,000 a month and leave and get your own place. It was 72 hours ago. And you don't remember the numbers. You haven't revisited or thought about it since. You don't want to move. You don't want to make money. You do not want this to work. I said, when you were in college playing football, Division I football, I said, who started over you? He said, well, early in my years, this guy named Oz started over me. I said, oh, yeah? Was Oz as good as you? He's like, well, I didn't think so. He said, but the coaches thought so. I said, yeah. I said, and was that, what year was that? He said, that was my freshman year. Like, dude, it's been 5 years. Remember the dude's name? What was his 40? He's like, oh, he ran like a 4.5, like a low 4.5. I'm like, what did you run? He said a 4.45. So, dude, it's been 5 years, and you remember the person that started over you and what their 40-yard dash numbers were and what their stats were. You know why? Because you wanted to start and you cared. I said, but now you have a goal meeting, and 72 hours later, you can't even remember how many appointments you're supposed to run every week. I said, I don't believe you. I'm going to help you, but I don't believe you. He's like, damn. I'm like, dude, I'm not here to hold your hand. You follow me and because you want someone to help you, but you also need people to be real with you and honest with you. Why am I sharing that? I'm sharing that because there's a lot of people in the industry that say they want it. They do not prove it. I said, dude, you were a Division I football player. You did really well, but you didn't get to play pro. But you get to finally play pro ball in this business and make professional level money. You can make more than some starting receivers in the NFL if you do this thing right. He's like, dang, I didn't think about that. I'm like, dude, you know why I go so hard at business? I said, because, dude, I love sports. I loved basketball. I played at a little freaking Bible college, and I did not give sports all that I could And I always had dreams of playing professional baseball and basketball and all this stuff. But guess what? I didn't want it bad enough to actually go prove it. And so then when I got a chance at business, I said, dude, I'm actually going to go at this thing. So maybe that helps some of you today that, you know what? Maybe 2024 was not your year. Maybe 2024 sucked. Maybe 2024, you just lied to yourself your whole year and you acted like you freaking worked and you made no money and you thought about quitting 42 times. Guess what? I'm not trying to get you to quit. I'm trying to help you act different in 2025. Because so many people tell me what I want to hear. I do not want to hear what I need to hear. I want to hear the truth. And I want to see people actually go to work and make some freaking money because it's possible. For those that truly embrace it, it's possible. But you cannot do it lying to yourself. Like Hunter's seen this time and time again, and Deanna has, and Jonathan has, as they're hiring people. Everybody wants to work hard and make money until it's time to actually do anything. Then they don't want to do anything. Then they don't want to invest money. Then they don't want to make dials. They're like, oh, I gotta see 10 people, and they're okay with seeing one. Dude, I'm not okay with running a business that way. That is the only difference of what separates the successful and non-successful. We're supposed to have a special guest today. I'm here rambling, but I heard this story and I connected with this dude today, and I really want to help him. And you know what it made me think about? I want to have my next reality show is I bring someone here to spend a week with me. And then I show them what's truly capable. Not 5 people or 7 people or, a bunch of investment people, one-on-one for several days with just me. And I'm going to beat them up, but I'm going to help them actually do better because I believe that I can, but also even more important than that, I believe they can. And the truth is, I believe you can too. Okay, so if that helps you, great. If that annoys you, even better.